What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So this is my post-fight review for the Chris Eubank Conor Benn fight. First of all, I want to take my hat off to both fighters. I thought that the fight, oh my gosh, you want to talk about a fight that lives up to its expectations? Jeez Louise, man. I gotta, you know, that fight just lived up to every hype. You know, the only thing we didn't get was a knockout, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. We got 12 rounds of excitement or whatnot, so I definitely want to take my hat off to both fighters who showed a lot of heart, a lot of will. People don't realize, and I gotta say this because it's important, both fighters were tired. People don't realize, a lot of people that listen and watch boxing don't understand how hard and how what type of mindset you have to get through something like that when you're dead tired, right? I always urge people to do this when I talk about these things on my videos. I would love for somebody to just like go play like a full game of basketball or something. Just do something that's gonna get you dead tired. And when you have that feeling, imagine not only being tired like that, but getting punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? These guys were dead tired and they were just letting it all out. You could see Chris Eubank at certain points looking at the timer, the clock or whatnot. Just so much. It takes so much heart to get through times like that. But they both did. And here's the thing. The fight started off how I expected. I knew Conor Benn was going to come out very explosive, which he should have. Seeing how, Chris Eubank had trouble making weight, or he didn't make weight, and had the rehydration clause. I felt like Conor was going to start off explosive, and he did, and he looked really, really good. Chris Eubank, but see, I was also kind of wondering though, if you listen to my prediction video, I was kind of wondering, like, how that weight would affect him in the later rounds. And I initially, what I stated, and this is not me bragging, because I told you this is a safe bet, so I can't brag off of a safe bet. But I felt like if the longer the fight goes, the harder it's gonna be for Conor, because Conor is moving up in weight. But I'm gonna be honest though, I felt like Conor won the fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, I felt like it was a draw, or if I had to give it to somebody, I would have given it to Conor. I just felt like Conor was like dictating the fight. Chris had moments, and his moments came more so later in the fight or whatnot. But I thought Conor won the fight, man. It just is what it is. I thought Conor won. He was way more explosive. He was landing great shots on Chris. I felt like Chris, one of the mistakes that Chris was making was he was like throwing Chris could not keep Conor off of him. And it was weird because Chris would throw a jab and step in with it. And when you want a fighter to be at range, or when you have the length, when you have the more the reach advantage, and you're the bigger fighter, you do want to smother your guys, which Chris made an adjustment and did, and I'll talk about that in a second. But you at least want to use your size and your length to the max, right? I would have thought he would have wanted to keep Conor at the end of his punches. So which means that I would have expected Chris to jab and then step back more so than jab and step forward, because what happens is when you jab and step forward to an explosive fighter like Conor, then you're giving up you're allowing him, you're giving him the advantage to use his get his offense off or whatnot. And Chris just had issues with that, and I was kind of trying to figure out when is Chris gonna make that adjustment and start stepping back. But then Chris, actually started smothering Conor. As Conor got tired, he started using his size more to smother Conor and get his shots off, and that's when Chris started working and looking real good. Both fighters, and y'all gotta excuse me, I'm outside. I go on these walks with my daughter, or whatnot. She's in the stroller, so I go on these walks with my daughters when I do these videos sometimes. But Chris started using his size more and more, and opening up more with combinations or whatnot. And literally, Conor was Chris didn't have Conor out. Conor was tired and was pretty much out. You know what I'm saying? So but still was there throwing punches. That was a really a great fight. I would love to see a rematch because I really thought that Conor. I thought it was a draw, but then I also thought if I had to lean to somebody, I would lean to Conor. But it's all good, bro. Shout out to Chris. I'm gonna tell you a great moment, and this was a really great moment in there. Was during the Anthony Yard fight, they how they show fighters when they walk into the arena, and they show Chris Eubank walking with Chris Eubank Sr. walking with Junior, and I just thought that was just a beautiful moment. Chris Sr. is just a classy dude, man. I didn't like him at first. I used to think he was weird, but I've grown to like him more and more. And he's a classy dude. He got in the ring. He embraced Nigel Benn. That was such a good thing to see, as they're the reasons why this fight is so huge. And he embraced Conor Benn as well. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing, bro. I really enjoyed that. Chris Eubank Sr. is just a classy dude. I really like him a lot. I like Chris Eubank Sr. a lot. Junior, as far as Conor Benn, drop back down to 147 and between Conor and Boots, I feel like those will be the best fight. Those two, that will make for a mega fight. Conor and Boots will make for a mega fight, bro. Conor is very explosive. The dude got a chin. The dude can fight his ass off. Like, bro, go back down there, beat Mario Barrios, because he's definitely gonna beat Mario Barrios if he's allowed, which he should still be. I know when fighters move up and move back to their weight, that really doesn't affect their rankings or whatnot. So he should he definitely should move back down to 147. Go ahead and get a fight with Mario Barrios, which was supposed to happen already, and he'll get dude out of there, bro. I'm telling you now, Conor Benn and Jerron Ennis. Oh my gosh, and both of them are signed with Matchroom too. Dog, that's an explosive fight. I love that fight. As far as Chris Eubank, I don't know what the hell he gonna do, because truth be told, man, now granted, I could definitely see, like, in the 5th round, or not even like about the 4th or 5th round, you could see the weight definitely had a play on him, or whatnot, had an effect on him. I don't know if maybe it was the rehydration clause, or maybe him trying to make 160. I don't know. But it's probably time for him to move up to 168. But good luck there, because I don't see him beating nobody at that weight class. Nobody up top with a top name, at least. Maybe him and Edgar Berlanga. I don't know. I think that would be a good fight. Doubt that it happens though. But I'm just glad that we got to see such a great fight. Shout out to Conor Benn. I look forward to seeing him fight again. Let me know what you guys think. Who did you pick winning this fight? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. What do you see next for each fighter? But what do I know?